Good evening, traders. Good evening and happy Sunday. Today is January the 10th, 2021. This is Manny Magoo. And sorry I'm posting this watch list a little bit late here on a Sunday, but I had a very busy weekend with family, and I just had a chance to sit down, go over a few things, and I wanted to get this out there. Better late than never, so I want to get it done before the bell rings tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. And I wanted you to have my watch list. The past Sunday's watch list, January 3rd, 2021, absolutely phenomenal. We had an absolutely phenomenal week, okay? So I hope the momentum continues. But again, folks, always be patient, okay? Exercise caution, and make sure you understand the levels of support and resistance, and make sure you understand the breakouts that I'm playing, okay? All right, so let's dive into this. I've got 7 stocks on the watch list. Let's start off with the first one. The first stock on my watch list is DDOG, DDOG. As you know, I'm a price action trader, for those of you that do know, and this is literally religion to me. Every month, this is a monthly chart on DDOG, as you can see. These are monthly candles. I take December's monthly high and low, and I always draw my horizontal lines on the low, the horizontal line on the high, and then what I do is I go to a weekly chart. These are weekly candles, and I have my weekly high, which last week's high was $100.25. The weekly low was $89.83, and DDOG, I'm really liking this chart. I'm going to go to a smaller time frame. This is a 1 day. This is a daily chart, 1 year daily chart. These are daily candles, but I'm paying attention to this area here, and I'm liking it. So a break of $100.25. Chances are I will be taking DDOG long. Now, folks, mind you, once we break that $100.25 area, that 125-cent area no longer becomes resistance. It becomes support, okay? So keep that in mind. If it comes back down, you can always get out. The beautiful part about the way I trade is I identify the penny to the penny, the resistance. I also identify to the penny the support, okay? So again, $100.25. If I see DDOG breaking $100.25, chances are I will take this trade. Now, don't just, once you take the trade, you can't just forget about it, okay? You have to start looking to the left in order to dictate the right's future, okay? So once this breaks this area, you have to start looking to the left at possible areas of resistance. We are going to have a small area of resistance at 101.43. The next area of resistance will be 102.64. The next area of resistance is going to be 103.95. Okay? So, again, folks, please pay attention to these areas of resistance. If you don't understand support and resistance, shoot me an email. hunterchasetrading@gmail.com. Comment below, and I will be more than happy to explain it to you one-on-one. Okay? I want to make sure you clearly understand this. Okay, the next stock on our watch list is WDC, Western Digital Corporation, WDC. Okay? As you can see, WDC, this is a daily chart on WDC. It has broken out of this area finally. And now it seems like it wants to go. Now, we did have a decent pullback on Friday. And the reason we had the pullback, well, it's very simple. If you can see here, you're going to see a lot of resistance up in this area. Okay? So, on the weekly, here you have it. Okay? We have an inside week on WDC. You know how I love playing those inside week candle breaks. So, an inside week, again, folks, an inside week is explained that the bears and bulls are kind of fighting each other, and they don't know yet a direction of where they want to take this stock to. Okay, that's the best way I can explain it to you in layman terms. An inside week means it was not high enough to break the previous week's high, which was this candle's high here, and it wasn't weak enough to break the previous week's low. So you really have to pay attention to this next candle. Now, mind you, WDC has a low of $51.27, and right now it's at $51.82. So if it breaks this $51.27 support, which it's closer there than obviously the 55.45 high of last week. So if it breaks this 51.27 now becomes resistance. And mind you, folks, if you've been watching my videos, you know what I love to play. I love playing those back insides. So you know what? If Western Digital does break 51.27, I am really looking to see if it could get back inside and now break that resistance again to go back and up. So keep that in mind, okay? And that's the second watch stock on our watch list. The third is BA, Boeing, okay? As you can see, BA, last week it really didn't do much of anything. I mean, that's a doji candle. For those that you know about candles, that's a doji candle. We have a high of 216.60, and we have a low of 202.49. Now, see this yellow candle here, 210.30? That's last month's low, okay? So look at this, folks, okay? This is last month's low. As you can see, it's at 210. Let's see here, last month's low, 210.30, okay? So right now, we're at 209.90 on BA, okay? So keep in mind the back inside. We might go back inside the previous month's low and break that area now of resistance. Let's take you to a smaller time frame so you can really see it. As you can see here, we're still below 210.30. Okay? Now, I don't know if it's going to come down, maybe test 202.49 again. It could. Okay? But again, we have to see what this does. So if it breaks this, if it can break the resistance now of 210.30, chances are Manny Magoo is going to take this trade, knowing that 210.30 now becomes my support. See, I can always get out, and you have to pay attention. You have to play tactically. You have to use a tier system, and you have to play conservatively, okay? Preservation of capital is the key ingredient to longevity in this business. I am telling you right now, I've been doing this for 20 plus years, okay? All right, now, next stock on our list, this is a new one, XLE. This is actually an ETF, okay? It's the it's the energy sector ETF, and I am really looking for a possible breakout here, folks. This is a daily chart. Looks absolutely wonderful. You got a little cup here, a little handle here. We're going to see if we can break this area here. But again, draw your weekly highs and weekly lows. I'm really looking for a break of 42.08, to be honest with you, okay? It needs to break 42.08. I know that the weekly high of last week, and, oh God, don't stop now. Here we go. All right. So, I know that the weekly high is $42, okay? Let's wait the 8 cents, because now not only are you going to break the previous week's high, you're also going to break the previous month's high. And I am telling you right now, that is a major breakout. Okay? So wait till it breaks above the 42.08 area before you take this trade. Okay? No sense in taking it at 42 and seeing resistance at 42.08 and then coming right back down. Okay? So XLE, keep an eye on that. Next on our watch list is Moderna, MRNA. Now, this stock has really, I mean, from a high of 178.50 just back November 30th week, it's really come down. We have an inside week here, folks. So keep in mind, we're going to see where it's going to go. I think Moderna has an opportunity at possibly breaking this 122.82 area and start running again. But again, I don't predict things. Okay, I only go in them when they happen. Okay, so we have a high of 122.82. We have a low of 103.26. Moderna could easily break the low of the previous week, and the low of the previous month is right there as well. Okay, at 102.66. So, Moderna could break that low. Those two lows become now resistance, and if they go back inside, you know what Manny Magoo's going to do. He's going to take that trade. Okay, but Moderna, MRNA. Next on the list is PLTR, Palantir. Palantir, a lot of consolidation in this area. It's tried going up. Let's see here. We have a high, $26.44. We have a low of $22.50. I'm looking for a nice break of $26.44 before I take Palantir to the upside. Okay, let's take a look at the daily on it. And here you have it. Okay, so we have, let's see, we have some resistance up here. So again, once you take the trade, don't just go to sleep. Okay, start identifying the nearest areas of resistance. Why? Because usually when they hit those areas, they come back down. Okay. Believe me, folks, and if you don't believe me, I can show you examples millions and millions of times over, okay? Yeah, I know you don't see moving averages on my chart. Yes, I know you don't see MACDs and stochastics and RSIs and Elliott waves, and I can go on and on and on. I'm not saying they don't work, okay? I'm just saying that price action works a lot faster than any moving average does, okay? Price action is the only indicator of true real time. Okay? It is not a lagging indicator. So I like Palantir, though. I think Palantir could possibly break this 26.44 and then march its way up. Okay? So PLTR, keep that in mind. And last but not least, SPCE, Virgin Galactic Holdings. Okay? SPCE. Okay, this is a daily chart. Let's look at the weekly. And okay, we've got almost an inside week, but not quite. It did break last week's previous low, okay, and then it went back inside. We've got a high of $25.96. We've got a low of $22.88. Mind you, folks, again, let me show you the daily. Here's a daily chart, okay? So now, mind you, if you take a look at this area here, okay, you see this candle. I'm going to zoom in. You see this candle right here? It's the 7/23 candle, July 23rd candle. $27.55. That's a major failure. Okay, a failure is the stock tried to continue going. It stopped and completely reversed course. So there's a lot of people holding the stock at this area. Okay, so that can be an area of massive resistance. Okay. However, before it gets above there, it's got to go to 27.44, almost the same area, to be honest with you. Okay, so we are going to see resistance up ahead. Does it make sense to take PLTR if it breaks $25.96? Let's just call it 26 to possibly see resistance at 27.44. It does for me. Okay, I get $1 move on something. That's for me. It's absolutely huge. Okay. But at the same time, I don't know if it's enough for you all. But again, once you go into a trade, you have to start looking to the left. You have to start looking at the tiers. You have to start looking at the candles that hold a lot of weight. This candle here holds a lot of weight. This 1228 candle, okay? It's a major, it's a very volatile candle. It ran a lot that day. 26.49 it got to. And, you know, everything seems to be inside this area here right now. Okay? So a nice break at 26.49, that would be sweet. But again, we got to take one step at a time. So 25.96 is the area I'm looking at. So there you have it, folks. That's my watch list for this week. 7 stocks going down. Again, the list DDOG, DDOG, WDC, BA, XLE, MRNA, PLTR, and space SPCE. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm looking forward to another amazing week. Now, mind you, folks, every watch list that I put out there every Sunday, there's no reason you can't go back and watch videos and pick stocks from there and see how they're doing. Because the majority of the stocks that I put out there are runners. They run, okay? If they don't run, you know where to get out. You know where to identify and how I've been playing if you've been watching the videos. And if there's something you don't understand, all you have to do is email me, hunterchasetrading@gmail.com, or you can comment below. You can, send me a message. Whatever it is that I can do to help, that's why I'm doing this. And folks, it's for free. The only thing I ask you to do is subscribe to the channel. That's it. And I'll do the work. And, but anyhow, everybody have a great rest of your Sunday. Rest up. Looking forward to 9:30 a.m.'s bell. Have a good day, everyone, and enjoy the night.